Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. My name is William Michael Forbes. I want to welcome you to Supernatural Saturday. And today we're going to be doing a meditation on liberation from 3D. It's an amazing thing what this whole thing, this concept of 3D and 4D and these other different dimensions of awareness that are available to us. And I say different dimensions of awareness because we have to either be aware of them or we're not aware of them. Like most people are aware that they're just a body and they think that that's who they are. That's one dimension. Then some people think they're a mind with a bunch of just thoughts going on, and that's another dimension. And then there's a dimension of awareness beyond that, of who you are as a being, as a sentient consciousness that exists as an awareness that can be aware of thoughts, can be aware of the body. And then there's the levels above that, the different dimensions above your awareness. What is that? That makes you awareness that you know that you're awareness. And so today's meditation is essentially about getting to a place in your own feeling state where you are not limited to the finite perspective of an identity that's just based in a physical body or a series of thoughts in your mind or a collection of emotions in your body, because that's what most people identify themselves as being. Thoughts in their mind, a physical body, or the emotions that are hooked up into those. Those are not who you are. They are mechanisms, vehicles through which you express awareness or energy or spirit, if you like. The emotional element of who you think you are, of course, is the energy, the stuff. The emotion is the stuff of source energy that we all have access to, that we can all learn to organize, alter, transform, and change from one state into another. The idea that you have no control over your feelings is a lie. I'm going to repeat that. The idea that you have no control over your feelings is a lie. For your feelings are effects of certain constructions in your mind and from your body that formulate patterns of thinking, feeling, and acting. But they're not who you are. And the emotions connected to any thought, feeling, or pattern that you have is energy that you can change. You can change an emotion of fear into an emotion of excitement. You can alter the emotional energy of anger into the emotional expression of joy. We can do this as a soul, as an awareness. You can do this. You can rise above being subjective just to your body. You can rise above just being subjective to the thoughts in your mind. You can rise above the constructs of this world that would think and convince you that you are just a body and mind, when you are not. These are instruments that you have, that you use to express your being through what you are. And unfortunately, science does not have the equipment yet to measure what you are. They can't measure electrically what you are yet. But you can't see thoughts. Your thoughts are invisible to the rest of the world, but we can see them manifested in the world around us as the stuff and the things that we humans have created over centuries and millennia of existence in this physical dimension. But we don't see those things before they come into form. They happen in the unseen place. And then you, as an awareness that observes these unseen thoughts and ponders them and considers them, and you translate the excitement and the feeling and the emotion to your thoughts through your body as an expression of your being. And those thoughts can be positive or negative. The emotions can be positive or negative, but still, in the last analysis, it is you as an awareness that can choose the thoughts and the emotions to alter and change them to manifest the existing conditions in time and space. Today's meditation is to move you into the experience of your expanded self as not the body, as not the mind, as the awareness, literally as the awareness that you are, that one day they will be able to measure what you are as an awareness. They're not far from it now. You can measure what you are as an awareness if you choose, for you know that you are aware, whether you're aware of certain thoughts or you're aware of your body or you're aware of sounds outside. Your awareness is separate from the things that you are aware of, for you are aware of them. You can't be them if you are aware of them. Just like you are not your thoughts because you can be aware of them. But a lot of people get entrapped into thoughts and emotions that are not pleasant. And you want to get rid of those. So you medicate yourself, or you give yourself caffeine or alcohol or sex. You find something to take your attention away from your suffering, because you do not know how to change the energy that you've labeled as suffering or anger or fear or guilt or shame. They have not taught you, and nobody has taught children in schools, that their emotions and their bodies are instruments that they use. Unfortunately, our educational systems are predominantly keeping children and people focused in the world out there. So you think you have no control over the world in there. That's just happening because your attention is not there anymore. But when you bring your attention and awareness back to the perspective of what you are as an awareness, you can say, oh, I'm having this angry thought, or I'm having this joyful thought, or I'm aware of this vibration of sadness in my consciousness, but it's not who you are. Your emotions are not who you are. Emotions are the manifestation of certain constructs of energy that you put into those expressions that you call expressions of compassion or expressions of anger. But they're not who you are. And today we hope to give you some experience in recognizing the limitless spaciousness to who you are as a being. The limitless spaciousness that you have to who you are as a being. Too many of you are what we would say localized to a small perspective of what you are. A thought, an idea, a belief, an identity, a personality, a name. And that excludes such a vast extension of who you are, just lost in the attachment to a limited perception of self. And so we'll invite you to take yourself away from your body, to take yourself away from your mind, to not lose awareness of them, for when you expand your awareness, you have more within yourself, not less. When you can expand your awareness, you will have more of yourself, not less. You'll be more aware of yourself. You'll be more aware of others. You'll be more aware of this world when you know how to expand yourself beyond a localized perspective of self-identification, as in the case of that physical body that you find yourself in right now. That is your localized perspective of identification, but it is not who you are. It is merely a node, a small grain of what you are capable of being as an awareness. For as an awareness, you don't have any restrictions as what you can be or do, or where you can be or do. And the liberation of your awareness from the identification of this finite self leads the opportunity for you to bring into this physical realm a greater expression of creativity, a greater expression of inspiration, a greater expression of love and compassion and creativity. And there's a generation of children that are being raised now with this, that are aware that they have no limits. But the idea of having no limits must be beyond just this body-mind, for the idea of being a limitless creator requires that you be in the awareness of that. And so in our meditation, we will bring you to that perspective of experiencing yourself as the awareness expanded in limitless being. And you may, from that perspective, place your focus on any point in your awareness, and you will be aware of that point, much the same way as you can be aware of the vibration in your left big toe right now. And you can immediately become aware of the vibration in your left big toe. You have no problem or difficulty moving your consciousness to that localized point of time and space. And then we simply say to you, well, you can also move your awareness into your right earlobe. And you find your awareness is in a completely different time space. Those are two very different points of time and space. But time and space are not localized to your physical body. Time and space are infinite in a quantitative reality. They are infinite. And you as an awareness can experience that, but your body and mind cannot conceive of these things, for they are finite in their construction and temporary. So our goal today is to give you the opportunity to experience your limitless spaciousness, a liberation from this three-dimensional self of just body, mind, construct, and material matter of the world. These are the lower dimensions of your higher capabilities, but you as an awareness are bridging on the fifth and sixth dimensional elements of perception and awareness, but you cannot grasp those fundamentally and bring them down into this physical time and space because you're too limited to this perspective. But those that were before you, those you call geniuses, the Einsteins and the David Hawkins and the Stephen Hawkins and the Deepak Chopras and the Wayne Dyers, the Aristotles and the Platos, the great ones that of innovation and invention and creation, the artists, the Michelangelos, the Joans of Arc, the many of them, were able to bring forth these higher vibrational ideas and information down into matter, time, and space. And when you're able to adjust your perception in such a fashion, when you're able to adjust your perception in that such a fashion that you can bring this down, as they did, all of you can, as long as you're able to remove your attention from a finite point of perception called the identity or the personality that you find yourself inhabiting as an awareness in that physical body. But you can simply take your awareness out of this physical body, into the mind, out of the mind, into the being of what you are as an energy. And in the space of that energy of your being, all possibilities are available for you to draw forth and bring down into this physical dimension. Many of the more recent philosophies on your planet, the things you call the secret, things such as that, the manifestation process, there are many different names for the same thing. But in reality, it's simply being able to move your awareness to a point of your consciousness where all information, ideation is available to you, and it is at all times anyway, so long as you're not looking through a small hole in the cosmic box of your being. And that finite body in which you find yourself is a wondrous thing, and that mind you have between your ears can be a wondrous thing, and the emotions you have can be a wondrous, delicious delight. But you must understand first and foremost how to detach yourself from them so that you can begin to reconstruct them, to manifest who you are as you are through time, space, and matter. And there are no limits. They're saying there are physical limits. There are physical limits, but even those we transcend. I mean, you look at those guys in the squirrel outfits, right? That are flying like squirrels, flying squirrels in those outfits. 200 miles an hour along the sides of cliffs. People jumping out of planes now, people jumping in spacesuits out of the Earth's atmosphere and falling, people free falling out of a plane without a parachute, people walking across hot beds of coals, many things like this, people swallowing swords and doing all kinds of wondrous things that anybody can learn to do, chewing glass and swallowing it, understanding that there is a limitless potential to you that you can access, but you must be willing to let go of those aspects of what you think you are that restrict you from seeing that which you are. Much like holding onto a rung on a ladder seeking to climb up. If you do not let go of the rung, you're not going to go very far. And so today we hope that you will let go of a couple of the rungs of the ladder of your consciousness, the ladder of your consciousness, which is an awareness. You are aware of your physical body. You are aware of the thoughts in your mind. You are aware of the emotions that happen in you. You are aware that things around you can cause you to feel certain things. You are aware of those things, but you as the awareness is a distinct separation from those. You are distinctly separate from those as an awareness, and thereby that you may alter and change them. But until you are able to deliberately move your awareness beyond your attachment to a localized identity or a localized emotion or a localized thought or an idea or a belief or an interpretation of somebody else's, until you understand that you can simply move your awareness away from that through an act of choice and reason and will, then you can find yourself quite free in being fully what you came here to be when you first arrived in that physical body, with limitlessness in your spirit, with limitlessness in your body, with endless curiosity and excitement and delight at all the wonders that stimulated your attention through the 5 physical senses. That wonder, that magic, that mystical state of being where everything is a wonder around you exists as you are, but not for many of you as you think you are. And so today, we ask that you be willing to release yourself from your attachment to being that physical body for a few minutes. Release your attachment to the thoughts in that physical mind. Release your attachment to the emotions that are connected to this thing and the world around you. For about a little while, you cannot lose your connection to them. You can merely expand your awareness beyond them. And this is what we will do, to expand your awareness beyond them. And in that expansion of your awareness, you begin to be as an astronaut leaving the planet in a spaceship. You see this vast ground before you, and you pull back further and you pull back further, and all of a sudden you're seeing the sphere of the earth, and as you pull back further, it gets smaller and smaller. And as you pull your awareness back from your personality, back from your body, back from your mind, back from your emotions, you pull your awareness away and out from that. All of a sudden, this personality that you find yourself having been identified with, some of you for many decades or many years or just a few years even, you suddenly find and realize how small that little piece really is in the vastness of space. That earth, as you pull further back from it, is just a tiny little speck in space, just like all the other stars. And in your awareness, you will recognize that finite body, those emotions, those thoughts that you find yourself encaptured in, are really quite small and insignificant when compared to who you really are. But you may take the wonder of who you are as this vast, infinite potential and bring it down gently, mindfully into this, and literally remake this little finite, insignificant manifestation of infinite creation a most wonderful expression of it indeed. You can make the expression of that form, of that mind, of that emotional energy that you can contain within it, a most wondrous representation of who you are. And you get to decide what that is. And you are all deciding what that is anyway. Thank you. So, if you have water with you right now, please take a drink of water and get your body physically comfortable. You're going to need your body to be physically comfortable for at least 12 to 20 minutes. After the 12 to 20 minutes, we will, yes, I understand. After the 12 to 20 minutes, we will do a question and answer about what your experience and awareness is of that which you are aware of in that expansion of self. And the truth is, you're never not in that expanded self. You are just localized perceptually to one aspect of that expanded self. But you are free. You are free at any time. Free at any time to expand your awareness. Whenever you find yourself entrapped in certain emotions, when you find yourself entrapped in certain realities that disturb you, you can expand your awareness beyond them and ask simple questions like, what would my greater self think or say or do? Because there is a greater self to you. There is a greater self to you always. Always. Wonderful. So they told me that this meditation would be very simple and very straightforward. And that's the beautiful thing. When they do these types of things, it's ridiculously simple. This is what I love about the ascended beings, the multidimensional ones, the beings from other planetary dimensions who've mastered technology way beyond what humans have. One of the things they understand is how elegantly simple creation is, how elegantly simple changing matter, time, and space is, how elegantly simple it is to transform fear and energy into something completely different. Yes, okay, we can do that. Any questions or concerns about what we're about to do? Because basically what we're going to have you do is we're going to have you breathe slowly and deeply, get your body, your physical body, into a relaxed state so that you're affected by it. And then we're going to have you do the same thing with your mind and your emotions. We're going to have you dial them down, bring them very quiet so that you as an awareness are not distracted by them. And the goal here for you is to stay aware. Stay aware that you are aware. And once the body and mind are relatively quiet and peaceful, we're going to have you expand your awareness. We're going to literally have you expand your awareness into infinite space. Literally, just have you expand your awareness into space. And once we have your awareness in that space, the vibration of that space, is the substance, I'll say the prerequisite energy that you can call into being. So in infinite space, you could access that energy, feel that energy, and say, what would be a good representation for joy in my life? And that energy will organize itself, much the same way as I can say, what would it be like if I opened my hand or closed my hand? Infinite space, the quantum field, limitless energy potential follows what you are thinking. It has no choice. It's doing exactly what you think it to do all the time. It's just a matter now of becoming conscious of that reality. So in that infinite space, when you are there, we suggest that you take one idea, one manifestation that you wish to see exemplified or unfolding in your material world at this time. One. And in that expanded state, we'll ask you to call forth that one idea, whether it is more health or more joy, greater peace, greater knowledge, greater connectivity to your guides, your angels, the other multidimensional beings that you can gain and access information from and learn, gain experience from, interacting with. Whatever that is that you choose, that's what we request, that when you're in that infinite space, that you do that. You ask for that thing. And then allow yourself to feel how that energy organizes itself around your state of being. It's much like for me right now, if I turn around and I imagine being on a nice hot sandy beach, I can feel my physiology reacting to that instantaneously. I can actually feel the temperature on my skin surface going up. I can feel the shade of an umbrella over my head. I can feel a range of things that immediately begin to happen in my physiology just by what I hold on my attention on as an energy. The minute I conceive of that energy, which wasn't there a moment ago, I conceived it out of nothing, something out of nothing, which means there's an infinite field of potentiality that becomes manifest when we apply our attention, awareness, and idea to it. And so literally matter organizes itself according to the nature of the ideas and information we give attention to, either the ones we've learned or the ones we choose to manifest. So please bear all of this in mind. So when you're in that expanded state, we're going to ask you to choose to bring forth the idea that you wish to see manifest in your physical, mental, emotional world and the world at large. But one thing, just choose one. You can come back and do this meditation anytime afterwards and repeat it again. But just choose one thing for today. The key is, once you feel that which you've asked for, when you can feel the energy, when you can feel the sensation of something happening just by the thought of experiencing more joy in my life, and when you start to feel that as an energy, then being willing to allow yourself to drop that down into your body, to literally let your body begin to feel that, right? Because when your body starts to feel it, you're actually bringing that energy now down into time and space from the limitless field of infinite potential, right? There's many different names for it: spirit, energy, whatever you want to call it. So let us begin. Oh yes, that's right. Any questions about the process? If anybody's got any questions or concerns, please say them now. I'll wait 20 more seconds before we begin the process of this meditation today. I'm really excited about it because the idea that you can manifest anything, we've known as an awareness, you know this to be true. Everyone knows this to be true. I don't care who they are. They know it's possible. So why is it not happening for everybody? It's not happening for everybody because their experience, what they're attached to, tells them that that's not a reality. Even though they know it as an awareness, you always know it. You always know it. Hi, Magical Buddha. Okay, questions and answers we'll get to afterwards. So everybody get yourself comfortable. And as you're getting yourself comfortable, make a conscious decision. Make a conscious decision to go fully and deeply into your experience of expanded awareness. And then take a long, slow, deep breath and fill your lungs completely, and then hold that breath. And when you exhale that breath, allow all the muscles in your body to relax fully and completely. And then take one more slow, deep breath in. Fill your lungs completely. Hold your breath. And as you exhale, allow the muscles in your body to go deeper. Give them permission to go deeper. Give all the muscles in your body permission to go deeper. And then take another slow, deep breath. Hold it. And as you exhale, allow any remaining tension in your body to drain out through the soles of your feet. And now just become aware of the space that your body currently occupies. And to the space that your body occupies, think the following thought. I'm willing to love you and appreciate you, even if I do not understand you. I'm willing to love you and appreciate you, even if I do not understand you. And feel how the body responded to that. Take another slow, deep breath and draw your awareness up into a space in the middle of your head. And just become aware of the space in the middle of your head and feel that space. And from this space, think the following thought. I am grateful for all that my mind and body have done for me. I am grateful for all my mind and body have done for me. Even if I don't understand them. And repeat that thought one more time. I am grateful for all my mind and body have done for me, even if I don't understand them. And be aware of how your body and mind respond to that thought. Now breathe deeply and allow your awareness to fill the room's space. That is the space in the room where your body resides. Breathe and fill that space with your awareness. And with your awareness, sense and feel the objects in the room around your physical body and the space between the objects. Allow yourself to feel the space between the objects. Now breathe deeply and expand your awareness to encompass the structure in which your body resides. And with your awareness, become aware of the space that the structure occupies. And how does it feel being the awareness around the structure? Become aware of the sensation of your awareness around the structure. Feel the vibration of the space around the structure. Now breathe deeply and expand your awareness to envelop the entire planet. Just become aware of your awareness surrounding the entire planet. As you inhale now, expand your awareness out. And sense and feel the space that the planet occupies within your awareness. If you need to breathe again to expand your awareness further, do so. But just allow your awareness to sense the space that the physical planet occupies. And from this perspective of your awareness, communicate the following thought to the space the planet occupies. Thank you for all that you do for me every moment of my physical life. Thank you. And feel the vibration of energy that the earth responds to when you think that thought. Thank you for all that you do for me. And now just allow your awareness to begin to expand out. Use your breath, your physical breath, to expand your awareness out into the space between the planets of this solar system. Just breathe deeply and expand your awareness into the space between the planets of this solar system. And become aware of the vibration of energy of the space that you feel with your awareness in the space between the planets. And to the space that all these planets occupy, think the following thought. Thank you for being a part of my life and for all that you do. Thank you for being a part of my life and for all that you do. And feel the response that comes back to you from the space the planets occupy. Now breathe deeply and allow your awareness to expand into the space in all directions simultaneously. Allow your awareness to expand out into space as far as you can allow your awareness to go. Use your breath to do this. Continue allowing your awareness to expand and feel the energy that your awareness feels as you expand, the vibration of energy. Some of you may even begin realizing that your body in that room, in that localized space, is responding to your expanded awareness. Allow yourself to keep expanding. And continue to allow yourself to feel the energy of space moving out in all directions without end. Feel that energy. Now call forth that which you wish to begin manifesting in your material world. Call it forth from with the space. Feel the space and call that which you wish to manifest from the space. And allow the space to organize it for you so that you are aware of how it forms in space. Allow the response to go down to your body. Allow the sensation to go down to your body. And still be aware of being in space, expanded. You can move your awareness to any point of time or space, whether it's your physical body or to the space of infinite space between the planets, stars, galaxies. Now, one more time, into the space, call forth from the space that which you wish to manifest in your material experience in this physical dimension. Allow the space to present it to your awareness. And once you're aware of it, use your breath to draw it down into your physical body. And feel how the body responds to that energy. Now turning your attention back to infinite space, think the following thought into infinite space. Thank you for all that you do for me. Allow infinite space to receive that thought. Thank you for all that you do for me. Allow yourself to feel the response. And bring that response back down into your body. Now, very deliberately and consciously, breathe in slowly and deeply and draw your awareness from infinite space back into the body, but retain the sensation of infinite space as you breathe your awareness back into your body. And when you exhale, exhale the sensation of infinite space throughout your body and the space around your body. And very, very gently, take one more breath. Bring your awareness into a space in the middle of your head. And just become aware of the vibrational energy in your body at this time. Just become aware of the vibration in your body at this time. Notice how it feels right now. And very gently begin to open your eyes. And when you open your eyes, please take a sip of water or a drink of water. And allow yourself to feel the energy throughout your body right now. Allow your awareness to feel the difference in the actual energy of your body. And make note, how did your body feel just prior to doing this? And how does your body feel now? You've interacted, you've utilized your awareness differently. And you can experience the degree of that change, not just in what you are as an awareness, but in the actual frequency, the energy of your physical body. And please, those of you that are aware of those changes, please place a comment in the comment section so that others can see that. It's important that you share your experiences with others, because that is the gift you have as yourself to share with others. And you can do this meditation anytime, and it's very simple. As you can see, we don't do complex, we do simple. Master Jesus always tells me, as you think, so shall it be. It is that simple. The only time it gets complex is when we get disconnected from who we are as an awareness. And this is important, that you remain connected to who you are as an awareness, for it's only from that perspective that you can begin to change physical matter to represent what you wish it to represent as a matter of creative choice and awareness on your own part. As an awareness, you can do things that your thoughts cannot do. As an awareness, you can do things that your body cannot do. And you can re-instruct both mind and body to do things that they would not normally be able to do because of what you are as a being. Okay, let's do some Q&A now. We got 10 minutes left. Thank you very much for that. Go that back over here. Thank you. Lauren is saying, I have wires attached to my heart, and it's like an electrical charge went through them. You literally have brought in a higher frequency of energy into your body. You, as an awareness, are light. You are a giant photon of consciousness. And as a result, you can organize matter differently from the perspective of what you are. And you did. You can feel that in your body. You are the awareness that connected that energy up to your body. So you're now downloading that energy into it. And you can download many things in your body from that realm. Thank you, Lauren. Really appreciate it. Got a question from Blaine. What is the mechanics of awareness? What is the difference between imagination and traveling through actual awareness? In truth, there is no difference. They are all different degrees of one and the same thing. You can experience the fullness of your enlightenment while in a single body as much as you can if you were a star or a galaxy or a universe. The totality of awareness is the totality of awareness, whether it is in a grain of sand or a human body or a star. There are no mechanics, it is just being. Awareness is being. The functions that you call imagination is simply an exercise of creation, which is recognizing that you can organize matter as awareness. As pure being, as the recognition of your connectivity to all things and being one with all that is, you would not have any need to consider the mechanics, for you would be being that which you are being. Much the same way as the physical body you are in, when you eat an apple, you don't have to worry about the mechanics of how the apple will be transmuted from one state into another, nor do you as an awareness have to be concerned in that perspective of the greater self, of the mechanics of life, for it is like the apple, and you are, in truth, the light. And Master Jesus says, I am the way, the light, and the truth. He literally means that what you are, I am. This I that you refer to yourself as, you are that which he referred to. You are the way, the truth, and the light. But you're not going to get to it through what you think or what you remember from a finite perspective. You won't get it from human history. You won't get it from your past. It is only going to be understood in the present moment. Then you will understand that there are no mechanics, that it's just being, doing. Thank you for that very much. Hello. Wonderful. Thank you for the comments. I Am Universe is asking, when my awareness expands around Earth, I can't help but to feel the chaotic energy. Do we transmute that? It makes me very emotional. Thank you. This is a great question. And again, the difference between being emotional and being creative is, as a creator, as an awareness, you know that emotional energy you can change. You can literally change your emotional energy that fast. That fast. So you're aware of that chaotic energy. You transmute or transform that chaotic energy by generating a field of love, literally directing a vibration of love, because that's obviously what you want to do. You became aware of that. You realize it's not correct as an experience that you wish to have in this dimension. Then organize that energy with your awareness. You can think of the chaotic emotions as this glass of water. There's those chaotic emotions in this glass of water. You're not really chaotic. I love you. These emotional energies, the minute you direct your vibrational frequency of love towards them, begins to change. The same way as a freezer, when you place this glass in the refrigerator, will turn this water to ice. The water has no choice. And I can take the water that has become ice and put it in a pot and turn the vibration of heat onto it. And now that water gets transmuted from ice to water to invisible vapor. The application of the vibration of intentional awareness alters time, space, and matter very effectively when you understand that you are capable of doing that. And that is the mechanics of creation. The mechanics of creation is literally learning to transform vibration energy from one state into another, from one potentiality into another. So you can literally correct a lot of that chaotic energy because you're aware of it. You can literally correct it by extending your love to it. You'll change it. The energy, even in and of itself, has no choice. When you put a strong enough wave in that volume, if we can use that term, of energy, you'll change it. You'll alter it. Very important you understand the beautiful simplicity of this. It's one of the reasons we had William create that 1 Billion Strong group many months ago, so that you could understand that you can change this world very easily from a perspective of who you are as a being, as an awareness, but not from within. You can't solve the problem of awareness within the problem. You have to become greater than the problem to solve it, which means expanding your awareness beyond the chaos, which you did. You were expanded beyond the chaos, and you found yourself getting caught up in it. I didn't like it. You were getting caught up in it. No, don't get caught up in it. Make a decision. I'm going to extend love to that chaos. I'm going to transform it. Think of that chaos as water, and you are the vibration of ice, or you are the vibration of heat. You transform that energy. We are all doing this. Wherever we are all doing this. All of you on this planet are doing this, with the exception that most of you aren't conscious that you are doing it. Wow. Question from this is a good question from Lauren. How can I be undismayed by people's hurtful comments? How do I respond? I think you just received that. You don't have to say anything to people. You don't have to engage them. Just be in your power. Smile and extend love. And keep it. Stay in that vibration. I mean, this glass, if I put this in the freezer right now, it's not going to freeze instantly. It could, if I put it in like liquid nitrogen, would freeze this instantly. This would be instantly frozen in nitrogen. Actually, it would explode, but you maintain the vibration until the substance begins to change. If I put this in the freezer, I know if the freezer is a certain temperature, 32 degrees, it'll take longer to freeze it at 32 degrees than it will at minus 20 degrees. It'll freeze very quickly at a colder temperature. So the stronger your vibration of love is, the stronger your vibration of joy is, the shorter the time and duration of the transformation that you're seeking in the events of time-space around you. Yes. Let's see this. Naveed is asking if I could ask Master Jesus. You can ask him yourself, right? If you are in alignment to love, no harm can come nigh thee. You cannot mix oil and water. If I put a drop of oil in this water, even if I shook it hard, the two will separate. In a vibration of love, in a vibration of joy, no harm can come nigh thee. Yea, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I shall fear no evil. This is the valley of the shadow of death, this physical world. And your awareness, your consciousness, what you focus on is organizing experiences. All of them. The people that had the fear of the virus reacted a different way than the people that did not fear the virus. Or the people that fear a war respond energetically very different than the people that do not fear war. You know, fear causes very different effects in matter than does love. And if you know the distinction between the two, then you can have a difference of choice then. But if you are so encaptured by your fear, then you'll be encaptured by the experiences of it. If you are encaptured by your love, you'll be encaptured by the experiences of it. No harm can come nigh thee. I'm just going to scroll down here. Love some of the comments about what you're experiencing, guys. Wow. Question from Skyheart here. We got about 1 more minute left, guys. I believe the heart and mind have a symbolic relationship. Once we realize this is correct, we will be more at peace. If that's a question, that's more like a statement from our perspective. You just made a statement. Once you realize that you as the awareness can unite the heart and mind, you can unite the heart and mind, then of course you'll be at more peace. Always. question that I want to yes, the time it takes to change a condition in your life. I was just asking them, how do we know the time duration of different events? This thing you drew forth, brought down into your matter to manifest, how long will that actually take? And the answer to that is the degree and intensity of the energy that you can maintain around it. Are you excited about it? Are you hopeful about it? What is the energy? If the energy to freeze this is strong enough, this will freeze. Remember that. Be conscious with your awareness about what you can actually deliberately hold on to as an energy that sustains and supports the idea you wish to see manifest in physical time and space. And we know this happens quickly. We had an event in one of our classes where one of our students had a sudden issue with her heart. And in under 30 seconds, we showed her how to transcend that and transform the conditions of the body from the state of absolute fear and terror of death into the joy of bliss and peace in 30 seconds. The intensity of what it is you can feel, whether it is good feeling or bad feeling, the intensity of that feeling determines the expediency at which your creation or uncreation will unfold. And we will leave you with that. I want to thank all of you guys for showing up today, for taking the time to give yourself freedom in expanding your awareness beyond what you think and what you feel. You move yourself into the position of being the creator you are. Your thoughts are not who you are. Your emotions are not who you are. And we are here to awaken as many as we can to this truth so we can start creating from a perspective that's different than our history. For humanity has been stuck in history for many millions of years, stuck in our history of what happened yesterday might happen tomorrow. And we repeat it because it happened yesterday, it might happen again. I better keep my eye on that. And we recreate it. You do not realize how powerful your attention is. But in becoming the awareness that you are, separate and distinct from your thoughts and your emotions, you then are the orchestrator of the symphony of your creative process rather than subjective to the process that was created upon you by the environment. If you really want to support this work, you can become a member of my Patreon page, patreon.com/William Michael Forbes. You can also offer donations through PayPal, which is a link on my videos, on any one of my videos on my YouTube channel. And I'm so grateful for all of you guys showing up today. Also, when you come live again, if you ever want to support this work, you can use the super chat feature in the comments box. There's a little dollar sign. You can click on that and offer your support that way. Remember, we are at the time of ascension, which is also a process of deliberate, conscious creating, not unconscious, automatic. I'm being directed by the world. I have no control. I have no power. That's done. We are the creators arriving home to create deliberately, consciously, and intentionally. And we will enjoy this. It's going to be a lot of fun. It'll get better. And have yourselves a wonderful and a joyful day. I'm just going to see where we are here. Oh, you're very welcome. You're welcome. And again, remember, share if you got any questions or comments. And I thank you for the questions and comments about who you'd like to see come through. But I'm more than happy to bring anybody through that wants to communicate with us. So yeah, I'll look at the comments again, and we'll see you next Monday on Shortcuts for Your Soul at 10 a.m. on this channel. And again, thank you for your time, your energy, your focus, and your passion. Much love, everybody. Bye for now.